Might check, might check. All right.
This is the path I follow.
The goat of my account right now. Um, I'm
You
kind
need
of
something? Go ask my colleagues.
contented. Contented. I'm kind of, content with who I have. As you can see from who I've leveled up, not fully, but surely I'll level them up sooner or later. I
Did you call me?
I don't even use her, to be honest. I leveled her up. I don't know, just I don't know. So I have
Officer
like
148, do
three
you
main
want to
attackers,
visit?
Hey, eradicate all evil. One, standing by.
I have two
and I'm
guns.
still
I'll
trying to
listen.
level up.
Take me along.
You know what? This look bad. This look very bad. This looks like I don't really care about the guys, and I mostly want to play as the guys. But the guys that is here is not cool. This nigga is a tank.
Awaiting.
This nigga is a tank. This nigga attacks kind of ass,
Starlight, it's time to shine.
and all of them are 4 stars. So
I only handle technical matters. Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out.
let's get back to the story. No lie. I'm only like doing like 2 hours of this. Oh, it's outside.
Lord Phaethon, this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
So after this, I'm going to be caught up in the story,
When I
none
got here,
whatsoever.
the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the number one sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been comfortable either.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Based on our past experience with Hartman, he's not the type to sit back and let anyone mess with his power or interests.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait! Don't go outside,
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Thank goodness Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing around outside for like half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first?
Sure, I'll go talk to him. At the end of the day, we're all after the same enemy. As proxies, we should become the bridge between them.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning. Belle just let me know you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian doesn't seem down at all. In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's handling this with even greater calm than I am. If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly. From what I've seen, she's not as fragile as you might think.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Sure, but just to be clear, I'm staying neutral and not picking sides. You both have your own stance on this. As a proxy, I'll do my best to help facilitate honest communication.
I respect that. Thank you. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please, accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page. But why do I feel like I'm being left in the dark?
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Belle, Vivian, and I need to think this through carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins. I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an Exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the Exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
The leader of the Exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back, and they haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in. taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
This is the path I follow. Strike!
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. Look around! Has someone already taken the dorm part at the Exaltus to said no? If... Did you...
Did Hartman just make up this in? Been walking around forever and haven't found...
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady...
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day.
No clue. On the surface.
Probably something he was so sure that he...
Backup plan.
Well, that's beyond me. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices?
Don't ask questions, you shouldn't be...
All right. And we'll make it just in time to...
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered.
Vivian, you seem a bit...
The she I'm referring to is with the... That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I never meant to hide anything from me. So, Lord Phaethon...
Sure, I'll stop asking. As for everything else, we can talk about it whenever you're...
Lord Phaethon, I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done, but first things first, I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that... something bad is about to happen. Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but... Ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. But first, nothing here either.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then!
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice. And I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Phaethon, watch out! You're done. I'll tell you what that was about later. No room for mercy. Let's take care of the ethereal first.
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifice?
I saw it too, but I can't figure out why the Exaltists would do this.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But she stayed.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Sure. Let's...
I feel like you can put her in any situation and she just kills. Just absolutely kills.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel.
Is that a fuck cat?
She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
You mean Rain?
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you're the old friend Vivian was talking about?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain! Let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense, like there was only a black cat at the location, and...
I think I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop now.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But...
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some intel for us. Should we get into that first?
All right, let's get down to business. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing. So that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll take a look around. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're not so sure of?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what.
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, people will appreciate you. I might not care about. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys.
I swear to God.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
The fucking Denny Boo?
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want you. Please, no. Who are you? I don't know anything. I swear.
We are not PubSec. We won't force you into.
What do you want from?
We simply want to know.
I can't say. You never saw me.
Don't you wish to see?
It's my fault.
But your family must.
No, it's my fault.
If the whole ship is sick.
I'm just a nobody.
If you care about even a butterfly, no one knows how this will. But if you do nothing now, we're not here to turn you. I'll help you return to.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money. The money was way too good. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resource. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took it. When we got there, they handed us some pills saying they'd improve. But after I took them, when I woke up, they said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and but then a blonde guy found me. So I escaped.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers. Do you remember the place they first took?
I only remember the first. What exactly was in that? I'm not lying. I took just one, and my mind. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to.
I know you're not. We'll arrange for your protection once this is all over.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivian. No matter who you're up against.
Actually, I wasn't always like. There was even a point where I wondered.
It's hard to picture that.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction, and just as Rain said.
Speaking of Rain, you even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me.
Enough about me. Tell me more about.
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our Phaethon account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang. It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Lord Phaethon!
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. ever since I was little.
See, like some of them are cool,
Seen as the
but
bringer of bad fortune.
I don't know,
I
man.
had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed, I loathed my tears as much as I
All right, so
despised
look
my
what I'm going
bad
to do. I'm going to
eyesight.
speed
But
run
only
this.
one night, whether they knew me or not, some mocked me with it really seemed in that moment so many lights. I made up my mind. I decided it was you, Lord.
Huh?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time, but I know you probably don't remember it. But for me, I wanted to walk the paths you had.
So, I have to ask.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself.
You're putting my memory to the test.
So, Lord Phaethon, not only for that comment you made that day, for giving me the courage to become who I Lord Phaethon. Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
If you just have a whole harem, basically.
Guys, you're back. Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core. We suspect that this group consists...
I knew it. Now that we have the location.
Precisely.
All right, we'll get...
I have other matters to attend to. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting. The target coordinates have been shared. Please ensure your...
Eradicate all evil. Strike.
Why is she happy when another character in your team is an anomaly? Oh yeah. Ah, makes sense. But Miyabi needs like what? A support. So that's why she ain't happy. But we're still gonna kick ass with our base guy.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd sluss? Even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me and...
I'm just here to verify that the core you met. Our partnership isn't just talk.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep once you verify it's legit. Have Lady Dina come over.
All right.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain. It's just that. Why would they only send Camille for something as important as this? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet.
So this Dina they were talking...
Lord Phaethon, I really think...
I've mapped out a shorter route.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon! Stay away from me. Fool. Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon. My blade is already sheathed. They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. our chance. Let's hurt. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. So Hartman never kept the...
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box?
You call this keeping...
Vivian, it's been ages. Dina! Oh my, you actually remember me. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Details, but not too much details. If you compare her with Vivian, it's cool. They're working.
The heck that you had no idea while you were soaking up all that. I was...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you...
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice...
Really? So loyal. I thought you just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise.
I won't, Lady...
Don't even think about betraying me. However, I do understand your... It's fake.
No way! I got the... How can you just claim it's...
Ugh, Siri. The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no... But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator is...
So, the...
Vivian. I don't know. If I knew where the real core... Dina, you understand what the sacrifice... Oh? They shouldn't... Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such... How self-righteous, Vivi. It was you who brought disaster on them. Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals. I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares. Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive. More ethereals are coming. Don't touch me. Too many. No chance to get out of this. Weakling. Stay away from Lord Phaethon! There are so many. It's ink.
Calm Palace. Good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise, right?
And that's our next pull for me. Come in, badass. That's all I wanted from these women. No cute shit. No, just be a badass bitch.
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
May I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
You Shane?
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
So, you're the investigator the mayor mentioned.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What does that mean exactly?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Lord Vathan,
I can head back later, Vivian. If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you. When I was little, people thought I brought Then, one day, there, I met Dina. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man, so all life could live. Dina helped Landon pick people for the those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude. Back then, Dina would chat with me, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina.
Was that blessing medicine?
Yes. To be precise, the medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness. So Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw that evening. I broke Landon's rules for the first time. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
No, I was just...
It's got nothing to...
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltus. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the strings. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling this sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe in that, at the very least.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Not just today. Whenever you're feeling down, know that I'm here for you.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
The stream.
Sure.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the
Blonde.
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo. I think thank you, Shaw.
Great. You also helped me a lot when I started. If it weren't for you cleaning up my. All right, go ahead and do.
do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The Creator will guide me.
Camille.
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether Hugo has more plans lined.
Hugo.
Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's...
All right, let's pack.
Master Proxy, we have just learned that the Ravenlock this banquet is rather special. With Hartman at the center of contra, the mayor has been spreading. This information has lured a young man.
So, you...
Correct. And
I see.
It seems like there's...
Plus one!
Master Proxy, it seems.
Yes, just your pet.
Sure.
I'll send you the time and place if you encounter anything. I hope everything goes well.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincere?
If we're to work together...
I am well aware if I were to come empty since I agreed to...
No need for such an off-color joke.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regard. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself. The bullet. How?
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle. Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
He's a guy, you know, he has swagger, he has that gentleman shit about him, but he's also ice. And I already have an ice DPS, so it doesn't really make sense to pull for him. I mean, I can go for lighter. I don't know, man.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held towards your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure That despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration. After finding out about it, the good news is he gave me a very low dosage. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from... The bad news, when I delay those effects, however. And that's exactly what's happening. So, I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place. Anyway, after you leave...
I recommend seeking professional...
This is advice I received from a doctor. So, Lycon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well...
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
It's all your fault. I wish I had... If you die, he'll come back. Then, so Hugo...
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because...
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep, you want to kill her every time she beat. Why not admit your hate?
Yes. I hate her because so she chose, but I won't.
Have you been brought?
Don't compare. I've simply come to...
She sold without you. Does it not to kill her?
But now...
Stop lying. This weak mind, do you still... If you want it just like that, so listen to... Why?
I'm not forgiving them. I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Sorry.
harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo, do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Here you go again. Trying to deny your desires deep down inside. You've always wondered. Asking yourself why these evil people. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just.
Those brothers and sisters.
They died by Hartman's hand.
Boring. Is that not power struggles pitting? It's like a curse.
Don't forget.
That's right. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right? I don't want to hear. You have no idea what.
A person who stops at nothing for their own.
And what do you think I'm.
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was.
damage on the enemy's gun duration at the moment of activation. After triggering totalize, the enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain of days will be inflicted based on the remaining stun duration.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, your betrayal
be the real betrayal to myself.
Oh my god.
You're just afraid to admit it. You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire. Out of my way! Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner. This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way.
Now tell me, what exactly happened?
Just going a bit crazy from... but... if I had to put it into words, it would be... You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it?
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course.
I wanted to ask, what do you...
Oh, you mean the part of... I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this.
Just as I said before, perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. or Mockingbird?
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Yet those in high positions still possess it. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly, nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. All right, let's catch up later.
I thought you would...
As much as I... If all has gone to plan, well then.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that...
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety...
Very well. Let's go. I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try. More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the Hollow.
There's more over there.
It's different this time. I still need more direct evidence.
The compensation you promised. All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions.
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster.
It's the same for me.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless... I'll do it. No matter how...
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family...
Don't worry, you'll get... Before we start...
Bro, should we really be doing...
These... And the sooner they take it, the sooner...
What? You didn't say anything about having... Look, this is good stuff, alright? It'll increase your
Exactly! You'll be... You have to take it before we can... Of course, you won't...
Lycon, what are you...
Rescuing those workers, of course.
Now is not the right time.
And as I said many years ago, You can't.
So that's...
If that's not what you want me to think, then
All right. It's a little complicated, but of course, it's your choice. But if you try...
I trust you.
All right. Now we can go and be...
Don't forget, you also don't overdo it and kill them.
All right.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs? How are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight.
Damn it.
Ravenlock. It means exactly what I sever your ties while you can.
The family's honor comes up.
Is that really what you... You're not from the main family, right? That's why...
I don't have a choice. From the moment...
You always have a choice. All right. Don't worry, Lycon.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always. I'll leave the rest to you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's...
As you can see, that worker just... The pills were swapped out with outside of this batch. Some workers have already taken the actual substance, but rest assured, the antidote for it is already...
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure besides getting evidence...
It seems you're not
I thought you were just... Then, I have one last question.
The truth is, I heard it before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You've never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack.
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. If we're going to reminisce over the past... Lycon? That incident back then. I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You...
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed. But I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident. Not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle. You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening, Lycon?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are, close?
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake. We don't know where the real one disappeared to.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look? I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something. Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too.
Don't touch me.
Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Time to act.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first.
An opportunity.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here!
Daydream.
Thank you. Hugo, get the guards first. An opportunity?
You just stepped into your own grave!
Fools. I'm done with it. Better not get my
An opportunity. Quickly, truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Moving!
Let order and madness dance.
Out of my way! Eat this!
No. Get my first turn and look good.
I'll write the ending to your nightmare. More of Landon's serums. Fortunately, since
There's likely a lot more, Stat. Our actions here won't go unnoticed.
with Landon and Dina...
How about we split up?
Very well. According to Camille, let's part ways here for now.
Sure, I've been feeling way better these. Yeah, but I feel like our work's double.
Greater power means...
I will request
It's not about compensation. It's just, I'm still not used to us being separated. Oh, but I have no doubt in your ability.
This is the future I saw, Lord Pathan. I'm sorry this time. I don't want to bring... That's all I... Don't touch me. Leave this to me, Lord Pathan. Stay away from me. Lord Pathan, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. There are containers by the fissure. It must have been tough for you to find Vivian. If you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager. Those people have been taken to safety. They're just mere tests. There will always be people in any case. Dina, you deceived those people. Deceived? Father gave hope to those. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope before Father took you in. It was Father who gave you shelter and a perk. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? That was the first time. Don't forget that it was Father and you. You basked in Father. Do you think that by leaving? Of course not. Do you? In the end, not everyone wants to. You say it's because of perhaps. But that greed, what you and Landon have. Stop lying to. No. Back then, when I saw it all clearly. Don't look at me. With Father did nothing. Tina, it's not. You know what would. It's not the hollow, but the hope. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal. Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research. I colluded with everything Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive.
No! I refuse!
Dina, I'm going to
I won't allow it! You'll die! You've always followed my.
It wasn't my younger sister who was stolen from me by the Hollows. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, I was certain. Start over, Dina.
That's not what I.
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Let's take out these ethereals first. Weather's nice now that the rain clouds. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaeton. Are you satisfied? You were the one who. I wish you hadn't. At first, when there are so many but when Father brought you, I was also so happy because it meant you were different from. But soon, I grew jealous. It's only because of my. I know, but of course, I was terrified. I knew if that day ever came, and when that day did come, I hated Tina. You knew everything about what happened back. And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had. Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you. It proves I had Father's trust. Vivian, you said you wandered. You were happy to gain recognition, but in the end, you discovered you then. I've never known a life outside of the only purpose. I've never been taught. It is what little value in the end. You think you're doing, but have you? You were also my first friend. Save me. Why don't you understand? Tina, you can start. Let's leave the hollow together, okay, Tina? Vivian, I can't. I have nothing left. I won't. I don't want to hate myself. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never... Lord Phaeton, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell. Dina, soon, the pain will be over.
Vivian, behind you! What happened? What the... Vivian!
Lies. Don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian! Careful. Vivian, your body...
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No. It can't end like this.
That's it.
Wise. Wise, you're finally awake.
I'm at the store?
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, Barak. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort-wise?
I'm a bit dizzy, but otherwise, I'm fine.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details then.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you, Belle. Good night.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo? Lycon? Did either of you guys see it?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon. It's almost like you're claiming I can manipulate etheric energy.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher? How come I never knew about it?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well...
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Still going to wait on the next patch with she's young. Oh, why is Eos here?
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could count him as a neighbor of mine. Is there anything special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner, and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit? Any details you can give?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Better control my abilities. That sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Please, help me pierce my palm. Look, doesn't this...
I've looked it over.
Huh? You barely looked at it.
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
Next, it's my turn.
So this is where you were.
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry. I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter. Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session. All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire. This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it?
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunquei Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Yeah. Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted.
What a strange private business.
Just some things needed for our future investigations.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
Stream ZZZ. So yeah, over 6 hours worth of ZZZ is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie to you. So yeah, over 6 hours worth of ZZZ is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie to you. Yo, that shit frightened myself. I swear to God, that shit frightened myself. But yeah, but to end it off there, going to do some events. 21 hours. Oh, she'll be gone soon. Uh, what's this? I don't see her dancing on strings. Hmm.